Xavi, the longtime great at FC Barcelona, has just recently been hired from Al Sadd to be the new manager and replacement for Ronald Koeman at Barcelona. Xavi brings lots of optimism along with him, due to his knowledge of the game and history at the club. He has been managing Al Sadd for the past 2 seasons, and he has been quite successful, winning 2.19 points per match, as he would win 7 trophies in those 2 seasons with them. Xavi brings a very similar tactic style to his old manager and friend, Pep Guardiola. He has stated so many times that he desires possession, and he wants his teams to constantly hold on to possession at all cost. This is the most important aspect of his squads, is the idea to hold on to possession for as long as possible. This stems from the tiki taka style that he uses, where his teams hold on to possession by using quick passes and having his off-ball players find space. He wants them to find space so they constantly have a passing option available so he can keep on holding possession. When they lose possession, they counter-press very quickly and strategically, fighting hard to retain possession that they so desperately desire. For his tactics, his most used formation has been the 4-2-3-1, however he is very fluid with his formations, sometimes picking a 3-4-1-2 or even a 4-3-3. For today's video, I'll be sticking mainly to the very popular tiki-taka formation of the 4-3-3. Xavi wants his teams in the build-up phase to build up slowly, but use quick passing, and he wants his midfield to constantly run into the open space left by the opposition to constantly give passing option. When they start from a goal kick, he wants his 2 center backs next to the keeper and his 2 fullbacks close to the byline. He wants his defensive midfielder to be at the edge of the box with his 2 midfielders behind him. He wants his 2 wingers and the center forward to be far back to force the opposition to worry about them. He wants his wingers to be as wide and deep as possible to open up the pitch for his team's midfield. When they pass from the keeper to one of the center backs, they will quickly pass around the opposing press, waiting for the open man to push forward. He puts a lot of pressure on his center backs and keeper, as they have to be excellent on the ball and be able to find the open midfielder when the opposition presses. If they break the press, his teams are usually finding acres of open space. They will continue to work as a team, using quick passes and runs off their teammates. This will usually lead to some goals as they move up together, find the right passes, and finish their chances. If they are up against a side that likes to sit deep, he wants his team to hold on to possession deep in their opposition's half. They like to stay in their shape when in the attacking phase of the game, as the wingers continue to stay really wide, the 2 center midfielders push forward, the defensive midfielder stays behind the center midfield, the fullbacks will push more forward and a little inside, and the center backs will stay at the halfway line to watch for any counters and retain possession. Similar to Guardiola's City side, his attack when the defense is sitting back mostly comes from his inside midfielders pushing into open exposed space caused by the wide wingers. He wants his team to pass around this low block as they constantly look for open space and be very fluid. The most common occurrence of space opening up is if the center forward steps up and the center back follows him, allowing for the outside winger to cut inside or the inside midfielder to cut into the open space. When Xavi sides are out of possession, they want to have a very structured and high press. This is another tactic that is very similar to Guardiola, as his side almost plays a high man-to-man press where he relies on his players winning their ground duels. If the opposition have a goal kick, the center forward will jump on one of the center backs, one inside midfielder will jump on the other center back, the other midfielder will jump on the opposition's defensive midfielder, the 2 wingers will occupy the fullbacks will occupy the opposition's wingers, and Xavi's DM will occupy one of the opposition's midfield, with his center back occupying the other one. This usually leaves his center back stranded with the opposition striker, but this is what he wants, and he is willing to risk it. They want to win possession as quickly as possible in the opposition's half and continue to hold on to possession. His style of football is very draining on his team, but because of their holding on to possession, they like to play slow, allowing for them to gain their energy back. For his current Barcelona squad and everyone healthy, I see him playing Ter Stegen in net with Dest, Lenglet, Araujo, and Alba in defense, Busquets in the 6, with De Jong and Pedri in the midfield, with Fati, Depay, and Dembele in the forward positions. I think overall Xavi will be very successful at Barcelona, as his mentality and tactics are very good. He's going to make this side constantly hold possession, and I think he can get that mentality into them. They're going to be dangerous and a tough team to beat from now on.